I haven't seen anything super specific quite yet. I mean, so I do appreciate that Georgetown has sent out a lot of like, you know, e-meetings or, webinars and things like that, or they'll host discussions on Zoom and things like that. But I haven't gotten any specifics quite yet. And I do think, and mind you, this may have gone out, I just may not have caught wind of it. I think the assumption is that students already have access to Zoom, or there hasn't been much communication around, if you don't have Zoom already, here are some student resources, or, I don't know if Zoom has any student like discounts or anything like that, but I think going forward, that's going to be either a barrier for students or something that universities are going to need to work out. So.
Interesting. Well, I mean, my understanding would be that the university is paying for the Zoom accounts of their professors. Like they would have some sort of enterprise plan, but the Zoom app itself it's free. I think it's just a question of the students downloading it.
Yeah, but you have a slightly limited, like you have limited features with the free version. That's my concern, is that if you want to, for example, have like post a study group, and you want to use those features on Zoom that I think students are likely going to have to use, you'll get timed out after 40 minutes if you don't have, for example, the paid version of Zoom. So I think as someone who really values tech generally, I do see there being some barriers in free versions of Zoom versus the paid version of Zoom, and then there not necessarily being a bridge for students between those two things.
That's a really good point. Yeah, that's true. There is that limit. And so the university presumably should have some sort of way to provide students with an account that would allow study groups of more than 2 people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that seems really important. And then also maybe
and if it's more than 2, like it timing out, I don't know if I could have that, and even if, for example, you want to do office hours with a professor, I'm sure no professor wants to talk to one student for 40 minutes. But, for example, just having that option or something.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.